what nobody told you about healing. I want to do a quick little video. This is something that was taught to me by my mentor, and I think it's insanely beneficial to learn how to heal from literally anything. And what it is about is that we all have bodies or states of being, or I don't know actually how to describe this. It's described to me as bodies, but this is about what is about the truth about healing. So we basically have these 7 bodies, we call them. We have this physical body, which is basically who we truly are, like our physical matter, right? And this is where like 90% of the world is focused on, is at the physical level. This is the diet industry, the fitness industry, what you put into your body, what you do to your body. And every time we have a problem with the physical body, we're immediately saying, okay, what are you doing? What's wrong with your diet? What's wrong with your level of exercise, your level of movement? And we're trying to solve problems at the physical level. But there's just so much more going on, as you can see here, okay? So the next thing we have is we have an energetic representation of the physical body. And we don't need to worry too much about these energetic representations, so don't get caught up in that. But basically, the physical body emits an energetic representation. So this is when you see, if you've ever been to a healer or a Reiki treatment, these people, without talking to you or anything, can pick up on what's going on in the physical body just by kind of like waving their hands over you. I know it's a little woo-woo, but it's the truth. And they're picking up on that through the energetic representation of the physical body. But then behind the physical body is the emotional body. And then again, we have an energetic representation of the emotional body. So when I do spiritual healing treatments, a lot of times where I connect is to people at the energetic representation of the emotional body. I can tune in to what's going on to them at an emotional level without ever saying a word to them, okay? But at the emotional level has power over the physical level, okay? And the reason it does this, the reason we know this, is because our emotions are held in the body. When we get scared, we feel it as a physical feeling in the body. Our knees might shake, our heart might race. So our emotions have power over our physical body. So a lot of the times if we have, let's say, a sore back or a sore neck, we're going to the chiropractor and we're going to the doctor to try and solve something at the physical level, but really it's a problem that we're holding on to at the emotional level, meaning we're stressed out, meaning we're dealing with a bad breakup or whatever it may be. The real problem exists at the emotional level, okay? Then we have the mental and the energetic representation of the mental. Again, don't worry so much about this part, but the mental body has power over the emotional body, okay? So the way that I can describe this is the mind has the power to observe feelings. So if you're in the state of anger, the mind can say, oh, hold on, we're in the state of anger right now. And just by bringing awareness to the fact that we're in the state of anger, the mental body can then begin to reduce or eliminate the emotions. And when that happens, the emotions that are affecting the physical body tend to go away. Okay, and then finally is the spiritual body. And the spiritual body is essentially our higher self. And the spiritual body has power over the mental body, has power over the emotional body, and has power over the physical body. So when we're trying to heal, 90% of the world is focused right here on the physical. But where we really want to get to, and this is where we get to what is critical, is by focusing on the spiritual body, okay? So when we connect to the spiritual body has power over the mental body, and again, the mental over the emotional over the physical. And this is when true healing begins. This is when we get to what is critical to heal from anything, whatever we may be struggling from, whether it's anxiety, whether it's stress, whether it's overthinking, whether it's actual physical issues, actual diseases. We can all get to the root of what's really going on when we can learn how to connect to the spiritual body. The other great thing about the spiritual body is that it is also connected to divinity or to allness, okay? And when we connect to allness, we can get to not only what's happening to us in the circle of what we know, but we can then connect to the infinite power, infinite wisdom that exists when we connect to a power that's higher than ourselves. And I know that this is a little bit outside of what I normally do, but this is essential, and this is what is critical when it comes to understanding how to heal from anything.